I do well, then I relapse. I do well again, and then I relapse. I do well again, and then I relapse. The line has got to be drawn here. This will be my last stand. Hi, I'm Keith, and welcome back to the vlog. Well, that's a wrap on week 8. I'm actually filming this on the morning of day 1 of week 9. I didn't get a chance to film it last night, but let's not worry about that. Now, if there's a chance that this video is going to go too long, I'm going to split it into 2 parts like I did last week. So if you're hearing this right now, that means it survived the editing process. There'll be a part 2 posted on Sunday. So please hit the notification bell so you know about it, because I know someone didn't realize I posted one of the videos last week, and the best way to fix that, since subscriptions don't mean anything on YouTube anymore, is to hit the notification bell. Okay, now before we get started with the actual progress this week.
Hey there everybody. In honor of Up the Peak, we're taking our own hike, and we're sending Keith some footage of this cool cave we found. And we found like some foundation.
This is where house hunting has led us. That's what we found.
Weather's good. Get out there and go hiking, right?
Right. Get outside.
They were inspired to take a hike this last week. They both watched the vlog and they thought, hey, we're out hiking. Let's do something nice for Keith. So a nice little shout out there in the video. And Aaron had this really awesome idea. He said you should recommend this to your subscribers. If you've inspired anyone to go out and take a hike, they should grab a quick shot of it, send it in, and you can give them a shout out on the vlog. So the offer's out there to anyone that's interested. If I have inspired you to take a hike, by all means, pull out the phone, grab a quick video, send it my way, and I'll put you on the vlog. You have a chance of getting exposure to dozens of people. I mean, how could you resist? All right, well, let's just jump into the progress now, shall we? All right, so day 1 of week 8 saw the 5-mile walk, a little bit slower, starting off at hour 21 minutes and 52 seconds. I kind of thought it might have still been some residuals from doing Blood Mountain earlier that week, and maybe still, the knee acting up. I did take a hike later that day. I took a hike at this place called the East Palisades, and apparently there was supposed to be a bamboo forest there, but I couldn't find the bamboo forest. Pity. I would have liked to have seen it. The hike itself is very nice. Part of it is right along the Chattahoochee River. The trail kind of goes along the river for a little bit, and then you kind of go in towards the woods. And, of course, just like any other trail, the uphill begins, the twists and turns. What made this one unique was at a certain point, the trail actually got a little treacherous as far as the terrain goes. I wasn't even sure if I was still on the trail. And as I was working my way through there, I noticed this stream with this really strange green liquid. Now, part of me thought, is that algae? Is it left over from St. Patty's Day? Maybe somehow just some green dye got in the water and it trickled down the stream there? Is it radioactive sludge? Are there Ninja Turtles out there? I don't know. But I thought it was interesting, so I grabbed a shot of it. Pressed on with the walk. Finally, I got through this little treacherous area. And then I got to an area where there was no marking, so I didn't know if I should go left or right. Luckily, I snapped a photo of the map, and I pulled out the compass that I had, and I was able to use deduction to figure out which was the proper way to go. Well, if there was ever any question how stupid I am, it's because I was just staring at a map for far too long, trying to figure out the right way to go, when I was looking at something wrong. So now I'm going the right way. Potentially. So then I went the wrong way and had to turn around to go the right way. But overall, the hike, it was pretty good. Day 2 saw the walk get even slower. It was an hour and 24 minutes and 37 seconds. And it occurred to me, I think I've been experiencing fatigue because I'm not eating enough. I have to increase the calorie intake. Now, when I brought the vlog back in January, I had the back injury I was recovering from, so I couldn't walk. And because I couldn't walk, I went on a pretty restrictive, caloric intake. And that's what got me through the first week with the vlog. And then the second week, I barely did any walking. And then the third week, I was just doing the 2 miles a day. Granted, it was like in the snowy terrain with the ice, but I was surviving very well on that, calorie restriction. And then week 4, when I transitioned from doing 3 miles to 5 miles, from going from New York to Georgia, I just kept staying at that same, intake. But then I started putting more hikes in during the week. And then my body started to really feel it. So on day 2, I realized, oh no, I'm not eating enough. And it's already been a chore to get to where I want to with my calories. Now I gotta force another, I actually increased by about 500 calories, kind of fluctuates there. So I had to force myself, oh man, I've reached a point where food is fuel right now. I mean, I still, use a lot of variety and try to be creative. But it's not like, I gotta eat. It's, I gotta eat. So it's kind of a nice turnaround from a guy who gets stressed out and binge eats to, back in that mindset of, man on a mission, food is fuel, I'm, making a progress. So day 2 also saw another hike. Now this hike is another hike with Alex.
Hello.
And this one was at Soap Mill Creek. And I've actually shown this one on the vlog before. This was one that I actually vlogged from in 2019.
I have arrived in Georgia.
It's with the Ruans. So Alex and I, we just did our hike, kind of chatted, talked. We didn't go swing by the Ruans. If you don't get why I'm saying it like that.
I was asking someone, Georgia, local, I'm like, you know where the ruins are at? And they're like, the what? I'm like, the ruins? They're like, what? I'm like, the stone structure. She's like, oh, you mean the ruins.
Overall, it was a good hike. So I, started to increase my caloric intake. And then on day 3, I knocked out the walk in 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 4 seconds. So there was a definite improvement. I was definitely fatigued from energy. So far, the knee has been holding up great. The lower back, I've had a couple of mornings where it feels like a little tense and hurts a little bit. But I don't know if I've ever mentioned, I do stretch now before and after every walk. So I like to think the stretching has a positive effect on it. So because day 3 was a Saturday and I don't do the hikes on the weekends, I just kind of, just did the 5-mile walk, and that was pretty much it. And what I find amazing about where I'm at right now is if I don't take a hike during the daytime, I almost feel like I'm cheating myself. It's like the diet and the 5-mile walks aren't enough. It's like, I need more. So then Sunday, the 5-mile walk was done in what is currently the 2021 record. I did the 5-mile walk in 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 25 seconds. So I think that was about 7 seconds quicker than my best time weeks ago. Now, Sunday was an interesting day. Now, as some of you may know, I'm staying in Georgia right now. I'm staying at a friend's house, a friend from the military. Well, also at this time, his mom is staying here as well. And on Sunday, she asked, she's like, Keith, is it okay if I make cookies? And I was like, of course. I mean, it's your son's house. You live here, or you're staying here too. I can't expect people to accommodate me on my journey. She's like, you're not going to be tempted? I said, no, I'll be fine. I'm in the zone now. I'm on week 8, So she made the cookies. They smelled delicious. They looked awesome. So of course I wanted to grab a photo. I was gonna call it the temptation of Keith, But alas, I had no cookie. But I heard they were good. So now Monday was a unique day. There was a hike I've wanted to do here for a while now. It's called Providence Canyon State Park. It's known as the Little Grand Canyon of Georgia. And it's about a 2.5 hour drive from where I'm staying. And I wanted to do it for a while, and doing Blood Mountain last week kind of really kind of inspired me to want to get a little bit more daring with how far I go to go do some of these hikes. So I looked into it. I said, okay, you know what? That's Monday.